Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Well, it seems like I was not, obviously, the only one pointing out to some things and making some claims regarding the Ukrainians, or at least Hamas, using maybe some weapons that were supplied to Ukraine, or American weapons. Let's put it this way. It doesn't mean that if a criminal uses a Russian gun, he must be Russian, or it comes from those from Ukraine and so on. No, but I will show you here three examples. Two of them coming from Russia Today. One is the article I'm about to discuss in this video. The other one, we got Scott Ritter, and if you're familiar with Scott Ritter, now he's a correspondent for Russia Today. I think he's been for some time anyway. And the third one, I'm going to show you a video I made, I think it was yesterday, pointing out that those guns might be, the guns that we don't see, might be guns that we are not supposed to notice. So let me show you first this article that we're going to discuss, and this comes from Russia Today. And it says, Hamas using weapons given to Ukraine. This is ex-Russian president. This is obviously Medvedev. And he says, arms Washington sent to Kiev and left in Afghanistan are about to be uncontrollably used around the world. Dmitry Medvedev has warned. I've been saying that for a long time. I said, wait, regardless of whatever happens in Ukraine, there are so many weapons given and ended up in some bad people's hands that they will be used for various settling scores. So this is the one. Now this is from today, the 9th of October, Monday. The next one is again right here, 9th of October, Russia Today, Scott Ritter. Are Hamas fighters using American weapons meant for Ukraine? When it comes to arms supplies, the US is its friend's worst enemies. So here is Scott Ritter, a former U.S. Marine Corps intelligence officer and author. Maybe you're familiar with this gentleman here. And I'm going to show you now. This is my video that I made yesterday. And here it is. I said Israel-Hamas war update. Israeli general captured by Hamas. 200 Israelis and 232 Palestinians killed. And here is a picture from an article that I used with this individual that was captured, the general captured, and here he is in his underwear. And you see over there, they did that to the picture because over there is, I'm suspecting, it's one point, how do you call it? I can't remember right now. Harness, and it's not harness. I think so, I don't know. That the weapons hangs down, hangs low. And on both sides, both the guys that grabbed this Israeli general, both of them are wiped. Okay, so let me show you what I said here. I hope I have it on some. There you go. Let's see my voice. I'm assuming a picture of they covered the weapon hanging down. I think so. Same here. Why is that? Why did they cover the weapon? Because it's probably hanging from the 1 point. How do you call it? Whatever it is. The same here. They cover the weapon. Interesting. Is it on its Ukraine or something? So this guy supposedly was abducted. So it says Major General. Is it on its Ukraine or something? So this guy supposedly was. It is Ukraine on it. Yes, that's exactly what it is. These guys will figure it out. It is American weapons, and they will ask the exact question that now Medvedev claims. Not, he doesn't ask, he just claims that, or Scott Ritter claims right here, or asks the question. My friends, I'm 99% certain, my balls feeling, I have balls feelings, okay? Other people have gut feelings, I have ball feelings. My balls say that 99% certainty, weapons in Ukraine ended up in many other places, a lot of them, and in a lot of places. So let's read this little article. Hamas using weapons given to Ukraine. So the weapons Kiev's Western backers have actively supplied to Ukraine have found their way to Hamas militants, again, Russia today calls them militants. Others call them other names. And are now, and I'm quoting, being actively used in Israel. Former Russian President Dmitry Medvedev said in a Telegram post on Monday, adding that any further military hardware supplied to Kiev could end up on the black market as well. Well, you understand Medvedev why he says that. Obviously, those weapons that the Americans are sending to Ukraine are used against his people. But nevertheless, I have no doubt that it's a big, huge possibility and probability. Possibility 100%, probability 99%. And I'm quoting, it will only get worse from here. Medvedev warned, predicting that the world should, and I'm quoting, expect missiles, tanks, and even planes from Kiev on the black market soon. They're over there. But tanks, they're waiting for Abrams. His words came amid rumors that Hamas militants that control the Gaza Strip had gotten their hands on some US-made weaponry before their attack on Israel over the weekend. No solid evidence confirming these claims has emerged so far. However, an unverified video circulating online showed a Palestinian militant displaying assorted US-made pieces, including a standard-issue M136 anti-tank grenade launcher, while thanking Ukrainians for the weapons. According to Medvedev, corrupt authorities in Ukraine would not hesitate to trade everything they had received from their backers. They would steal everything in sight, end quote. The former president claimed, adding that the Western weapons sent to Ukraine would soon fuel conflicts in other parts of the world, just like the trove of weapons the Americans left in Afghanistan during their hasty withdrawal from the country in 2021. The aforementioned, I'm guessing, video has already sparked concerns in the US, with Republican Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene saying on Sunday that its origin must be investigated. Come to me, I tell you where. The origin is Pentagon via Ukraine. The congresswoman also claimed on X, formerly known as Twitter, that some of the arms used by the militants might have come from Ukraine or Afghanistan. Why or? Let's put it and. All right, my friends. So this is what Medvedev claims. This is Scott Ritter saying. And he says, throughout recent history, the perceived weapons of choice over terrorist or freedom fighter, depending on one's perspective, good job, Scott, has been an AK-47 assault rifle. Today, in the aftermath of the so-called post-9/11 global war on terror, it's not uncommon to see such fighters with a Glock 9mm pistol or a Colt M4 carabine. All right, well, he's not using, it says here, origin of U.S. weaponry used by Hamas must be investigated. This is Marjorie Greene saying, and again, but I don't see any other pictures than the one I had right here with this weasels. Weasels. Poor guy. But anyway, I don't know, poor guy, because now he's a victim, but you don't know what he did. So the same, I have to share this with you. So first, I want to say it again, could be very possible. I used to, as a personal, maybe I'm going to be sounding too rough, but I don't care. When I was younger, when I was a child and I was a teenager, and I was a young adult, and that's when some stopped at about, I don't know, year 30 some. I used to feel a lot for old people, a lot. You know, poor people, you know, always felt empathy for them and all that. Well, I stopped one moment. You know why? Because I realized that those old people could have been criminals in the past. And they probably did a lot of hanky-panky when they were like me, or like others, strong, you know, vibrant, ready, in power, in control. Probably there were some weasels. I don't know, but they could. The sorry-ass situation they are now in, as old people, we get there too. That's why I was thinking, well, when I'm going to get, I don't know, if I'm going to get older. and someone comes, "Oh, Mr. Cosman, yeah," and I'm like, hey. They don't know how much garbage I might have done in my life as a, they don't know that. So, "Oh, Mr. Cosman," and I'm like, motherfucker, and so on, pervert. A lot of things like this. So I said, that's why when I see a victim like this general here, right there, the first instinct was, oh, poor guy. But then I was like, who the hell knows what kind of orders this guy did? You don't know what kind of life he has. So I'm like, hold on. Erase that. Suck back the words. If you know what I mean. So anyway, here it is, my friends. I have no doubt things like this, the weapons were ended up. And if those guys came with javelins or whatever they are, javelins, and more than that, I'm very afraid of those vampire. If you know those vampire, I think they're rockets, not missiles, but I don't know. I'm not, the ones that you can put in the back of a pickup truck. So you can drive around with them, you position them somewhere, and they go, I can remember, about 30 kilometers or 30 miles. Hey, you can, I'm not going to give any ideas or anything, but I expect in Europe something like this used by bad people to do bad deeds. They can go outside of a city somewhere, and from the city, from the middle of a forest, just a little meadows, flashing meadows, boom, clop, and goes the whatever they want to destroy as terrorists as they are. Anyway, here it is, my friends. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.